Hey, what's up, everybody? Welcome to The Stack. I'm Alex.
And I'm Justin and Pete.
And I'm weirded out. I'm really weirded out.
Cool. We have a couple of advanced reviews for you today.
All right, I'll
She-Hulk
stay on my
two-
side. Oh, God, this is awkward.
This is
Yeah. How do you
She-Hulk
like that?
number 26. I
You
love
like-
it.
We wanna do a more
Marvel
intimate
Zombies
show.
number 5 and Comic Book Comics number 1 for you
Yeah.
guys. We're also going to have a speed round, and we're going to do a viewer mail. Surprise!
Yeah, mixing things up a little bit, aren't we?
Very exciting. Let's get into the Newsarama reviews first off. She-Hulk number 26 by Peter David. What do you guys think about this issue?
Love the use of the badoon. If you don't
Just
know,
like saying that word.
badoon, badoon, badoon. They
He also
are.
likes saying spittoon.
It's a long O. What happens is the badoon are the villains from the old series Guardians of the Galaxy. It's great to see them back. Maybe we'll get to see the Guardians of the Galaxy soon.
We can all hope.
Yeah.
I can hope.
I really like what Peter David is doing in She-Hulk. This arc is dealing with her figuring out whether she's still a hero or not, which I think is an interesting tack to take.
This reminds me a lot of his work on Supergirl back in the day. Almost identical. Which
Yeah.
I like that work and I like this work, so that's fine with me, but it's very
Yeah.
similar.
I would say there's a plot point that is right out of Pushing Daisies that struck me as a little
wait.
bit weird.
The part where she loses her pants?
Yeah, you've been watching Pushing Daisies?
Yes, yeah.
Yeah,
I
it's
wouldn't
all
call
about a
that
guy
a-
that goes around and he has the power to touch a girl and then she loses her pants
I have that
for
power.
1 minute.
I have
And then
that
if he
power.
touches her again, she gets her pants back permanently.
Oh, wow.
Yeah,
I like
it's
that you
a
think
great
it's
show.
a
It's
plot
really
point
great
that she
show.
loses her pants. Real character
I would
development.
just like, if you're going to do She-Hulk, like, stop with she loses her pants. Look at my tatas. It's just like, I'm over it. Like,
Get rid of the
stop.
sexy part. We
Yeah,
are sick of it.
I don't like the sexy
I thought,
She-Hulk.
okay, I thought it wasn't supposed to be sexy. It was played for humor. She gets her pads blasted off. That's funny.
I blasted that girl's pants
If
off.
I blasted your pads off, that would be very funny.
Guys,
That
All right,
would be
Marvel
awesome.
Zombies
You're
number
perfect.
5. What'd you guys think of this?
Well, what I liked about this is what I feel like the actual voice of the Hulk. It's funny when he's like, "Fire, I hate fire, lady." You know what I mean? Like that's
Yeah.
old school like Hulk talk, which I enjoy.
beyond that, though, I feel like this issue seems like the third sequel to the original Marvel Zombies series, in that it's taking these characters and it's so removed from the reality of the first series that it's like, why do I care? Well, I'm losing interest here.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I feel like this is the last issue of the miniseries, and I feel like it almost ended up in a narrative hole, kind of, hey, we have the setup that's maybe kind of interesting. Oh, where do we go with that? I don't know. So
It
he
just got
leaves-
so far away from
Yeah.
zombies in
Yes.
general, and that's like, and by the end, it's like, oh, we're not zombies anymore. We don't
Yeah.
want to eat
Yeah.
humans. So it's like,
Right.
well, then what's the point of having them be zombies?
That being said, the ending leaves a clear question mark, and I think Kirkman kind of realizes the corner that he painted himself into.
Right.
But-
So he's left himself an out for the next miniseries where it can get a little more back to its roots.
But it's an interesting thing. What happens to a zombie once he doesn't have the hunger for brains anymore? What do you do if you're a zombie?
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Do you
Rebuild.
eat? What kind of
You
meal would
rebuild.
you eat?
Yeah, exactly.
If you're not interested, don't bother picking this up unless you're really into the series. Is my tip.
Yeah, I kind of agree.
Oh,
Wow.
that's okay. You can agree.
No, it kills me a little bit because I
You
really
can agree
want-
with me. How do you like that?
It's awkward and weird.
I don't think it is. All right, Comic Book Comics number 1. This was provided to us by our friend Fred Van Lent, very nicely.
Yes, indeed.
If you haven't read the excellent series Action Philosophers, which we recommended on the show before, you definitely should. It's the same sort of thing as that, where it broke down philosophy into fun comic book panels while still being uber intelligent. This does the same thing for the history of comics.
It's great. I feel like eventually this will be kind of required reading for comic fans because it goes through the history of
Yeah.
comics quickly and it just distills all the interesting things.
Yeah.
And what a weird back and forth was
I
going
just
on.
wish history class could have been more in comic form. I would have been paying attention and doing better in class.
I
Take that, teachers of America.
I think that's the best thing about it is that it does present the history not in a dumbed down way because it's a comic book,
Yeah.
and traditionally you would think of, oh, comic book, we're doing it for kids. It's not for kids. It's for people. It can be for kids.
People like you and me.
yeah.
Hey, and me too, guys.
And you.
Okay.
You and me and you.
It's really well done. It's really intelligent. They play around with the pages because this particular issue is following the development of the comic book from its one-panel origins to adding speech bubbles to
Yellow
adding multiple
journalism.
panels.
Yeah.
It's great. It's really, really fun, really interesting, and I definitely like where they get to. They really seem to be on a roll by the end.
And I know it sounds nerdy, and we're making it sound nerdy, but it's still cool.
Yeah,
Don't
it's
let
totally
any
like the
jock
coolest
tell
thing
you
ever.
it's not cool.
It's not coming out until March 5th, but you should definitely pick it up then and pick up several copies for your friends, hand it to them, get them into comics.
Get them. Get them in. Stay radical.
Get them while you're young. That's my motto.
Wow.
After the
Well,
break,
you mean babies.
Wow.
You mean
No,
steal
no,
babies.
I'm not going to clarify.
Okay.
But after the break, we are going to have a speed round and a viewer mail, so stay tuned.
Phonetics by Epic Foo is the owner's manual for.
On March 4th, 2008, we are taking over your internet. We are Epic Foo. Join us at epicfoo.com.
You need babies to open an orphanage.
I have one in my cellar.
That's not. You shouldn't.
What, too much?
I think that was a little.
TMI, you guys?
Yeah.
Cellar orphanage.
Oh,
Tune
man.
in next week when Alex is in prison.
Oh, I'm sorry, you guys. Yeah.
When
Anyway,
we say Alex is dead and he's a zombie, he's
that
in
means
prison
he's
for babies.
facing
I'm in
trial.
pedophile prison.
Oh,
All right, let's move on with the speed round. Pete,
Yeah.
you want to kick it off?
I would love to.
You're my sweet baby, Pete.
It's more creepy than you know out there. All right, Shadow Pact number 22. Really, I was a little nervous about William. Jeez, I just blanked out his
Macy?
name.
William H. Macy.
William H. Macy.
His recent
Willingham,
acting choices. Bill
when Willingham left the title,
Willie Willingham.
when Willingham left the title, I was a little nervous about it, but this issue is fantastic. It's a great issue to jump on. I highly recommend it.
Yeah. The Flash 237. This is a fill-in issue and feels like it. Totally fine, but I don't understand what the problem is. Why can't we get a consistent writer on The Flash that's good? The Flash is my favorite character. Let's get with it, DC.
Whoa, in your face.
Urgh.
Immortal Iron Fist. Orson Randall in the green.
I'll steal your babies.
in the green
Should I
mist
stop that?
of death. No, it depends on who you're talking to. This is a one-shot as part of the Iron Fist series. It's great. It fleshes out a lot of stuff. This is a great series. Pick it up.
Long title, though. That's the only drawback.
Yeah. You don't need to read
Zorro number 1. Short title, which is great. It's nice to see the Z-Man back. You know, handling business, a great.
I'm
no,
the Z-Man.
You are not the Z-Man.
What's up?
You
I
never
like
know.
Z-Man's
He's the
album.
original
man.
Z-Man right here. And
No,
Z-Man.
I think Zorro predates you a little bit. So I hate to throw
Yeah,
that
I
in your
predated
face.
Zorro for a
All
little
right.
while.
Oh man, you were so
Ben.
creepy.
Speaking of a little bit of this, The Spirit 14, as much as I love Sergio Aragones and Mark Evanier, they are the wrong team for
Yes.
The Spirit. It
Yes.
is like
Yeah.
old-timey vaudeville hijinks, which grew awesome. Love it, totally perfect there. For The Spirit, it hurts my soul.
Yeah, use his
Yeah.
toilet paper.
Jesus.
Yeah.
that
And
is
also,
strong.
ouch, may I say.
Take out the staples first. You gotta take out the staples. I learned that the hard way.
Yeah. Wow.
Viewer mail, Alex? Did you want to go over some viewer mail?
gonna
Yeah,
start
let's
crying.
move on to Viewer Mail. So just to recap very quickly, I have babies in my cellar. Pete wipes his butt with staples. And Jose asks, beside the stories, comic books themselves have gone through many changes, be it the quality of the paper, as you would know, change in artistic style, dropping letter pages, and so on. Are there things about comics that you wish were still in there today?
I know we mentioned it before, but I miss annuals and crossover annuals. Just a nice, fun
Yeah.
thing. I don't miss letter pages. I'm glad they're not there. Go on the internet.
Yeah.
Go
Well,
on
that's
the
a
internet.
great
Wow.
Stay on the
All right,
internet.
specifically the crossover annuals, you would say,
Yeah, yeah.
right? I mean, I like that stuff like the Atlantis Attack stuff and
Yeah.
whatnot. Those-
Korvac Quest.
Yeah, that's always fun. So
Ultimate
I wish they would do a
Nullifier.
little more of that. That was always enjoyable.
I would say I miss the old school black and white drawings, the cross hatching, the shading. It was just there was a lot of great artistic stuff you can do with black and white, and the old paper was also kind of cool too.
It feels great on your skin, the older paper.
Yeah.
Your
And
tender flesh.
They use those soft staples.
Yeah, it's good.
Oh
is
man.
nice.
They don't stay
I have
in.
to say something that I missed that I'm actually really glad is back is editor's notes. Specifically, and I know you guys don't like hearing about this, but Amazing Spider-Man
Oh,
right
you
now.
son of a.
Steve Wackers.
What did I tell you about this?
You said talk about it.
No, I said
Steve
you bring
Wackers-
up Spider-Man, I will fight you, and I don't want to do that.
Finally, let's do this!
Fine. All right, fine. Here's what I'm saying. Steve Wacker,
Yeah.
right? His notes. We're gonna crash this table down. Steve Wacker's notes are funny, they're fun, and they're informational.
Yeah, but Spider-Man is a crappy comic, and
You are so-
I would use his toilet paper all day long because it's horrible. You destroyed something.
Which one of these two sissies will win this arm wrestling match? Tune in next week.
All right, if you want to challenge us to an arm wrestling match, or if you have a question, call us at 888-841-7549, or write it to tips@pulpsecret.com, or comment here right below. Are you arm wrestling yourself? below
No,
the
I
table?
wanted to show off my muscle.
And we're ending the show again with more great videos from you guys. If you want us to feature your comic book reviews, start posting us. Start posting them.
Posting us.
Yeah, start posting us. Send us a post. That would be nice. If you could send a biscuit in the post, that would be very nice. Post the reviews and tell us where to find them, or we will come and find you and your babies. See you next time.
I knew you were gonna throw a baby
on.
in there. You son of a bitch! Come on!
Come on!
Ted had eventually found Dan Garrett's mystical scarab, but the scarab never could work for him. After a peculiar incident which left the scarab glowing blue, Ted went to the Rock of Eternity where the ancient wizard Shazam was and began to ask questions. The wizard took the scarab from Ted and soon after found himself embroiled in a battle for the cohesion of the universe's magic. Shazam used the scarab to help stop the Spectre's rampage. The ensuing battle destroyed the Rock of Eternity, and the scarab was flung from the explosion only to land in El Paso, Texas, and into the hands of an unsuspecting teenager named Jaime Reyes. When Jaime picked up the scarab, it implanted itself into his back. Retconning a bit, DC decided that the scarab wasn't actually magical at all, but an artificial intelligence with the ability of allowing Jaime to have blue armor and an array of weapons including an energy cannon, shields, and wings that allow him to fly. It also can track energy, science, or magical. It sort of has a will of its own, and Jaime and it are at constant odds about how and when to use some of its own powers. Jaime Reyes becomes the third Blue Beetle.